Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. As you can tell by the title, today we're talking all about handbags, more specifically Coach bags, as well as designer inspired finds on Amazon. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I hope by the end of today's video, you consider subscribing. Okay, so as I mentioned in the intro, we are talking Coach bags, but we're also talking designer inspired finds on Amazon, more specifically Coach designer inspired bags. I recently got a new Coach bag, and while shopping, I saw a few bags that actually remind me of a few other Coach bags. So I wanted to come on here and share them with you. If you're new here on my channel, I have a series where I go on Amazon and I find pieces that are obviously affordable because they're on Amazon, but they look high quality. They look more expensive than obviously what they cost, just to show that you can find nice things without having to spend so much money. So if that's your vibe and that's content that you enjoy, I hope you definitely consider subscribing by the end of today's video. Okay, so let's talk about the bag that inspired today's video. This is the Coach Crystal Signature Jacquard Swinger in the size 20, I believe. I'll put the exact name on the screen. But when I saw this bag, I thought it was fun. If you know me or if you are on my channel, you watch a lot of my videos, I always say how I love small bags. Because I'm a person that doesn't really carry much, I don't always need a large bag. So small bags are kind of my go-to. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, I have to get this bag. And another reason I got it is honestly because of the print. It has the nice little jewels on here. It's the signature Coach canvas, but I feel like with the added gems on here, it just gives it a extra pop of goodness. It's not too flashy. I feel like it's the perfect amount. I'll show it up close just so you can see, but I did go ahead and snag this bag. Like I mentioned, this is not going to be the bag for you if you do not enjoy smaller bags, but if you are someone you enjoy smaller bags, you will like this. Now let's bring it up close. Let's talk more about the details of this bag so that you can really see it. Okay, so this is what the bag looks like up close. I love the crystals. Like I said, it is the signature canvas. As you can see, when you go ahead and close the bag, you can go ahead and lock it. So you put the zipper here and then you just twist it, and then the zipper is not flapping everywhere and your bag is secure. But of course, let's go ahead and open it up so you can see about how much space you get. Like I said, it is on the smaller side, but I feel like you can still fit a good amount of things. So I am of course very pleased with this bag. Here are some more cute details. Okay, so there it is up close. Now, another thing I want to mention that I really like about this bag, I like that the hardware is silver. I feel like with this nice cognac brown, one could expect that the hardware would be gold, but I love that the chain is silver, as well as the hardware on the purse, whether it be the zipper, this cute little thing I showed you up close to kind of lock the zipper. I love that they didn't go with kind of the easy route, which would have been gold. I love that it's silver. So that's the first bag. Definitely let me know your thoughts down below. Okay, now let's get into these finds from Amazon. Now I told you all these are going to be designer inspired, more specifically a Coach, because I just feel like it was on theme with today's video. So let's talk about this first one right here. Now, as soon as I saw this bag, I instantly thought about the Coach Brooklyn bag. I believe they have a few different sizes when it comes to that bag. I feel like the larger size is the more popular of the sizes, but this one right here, I believe this reminds me of, it has to be the 23, I believe. This is so cute. The shape, the structure, the color, everything about it really reminds me of, like I said, the Coach Brooklyn bag. It had to be maybe last year or the year before. People were obsessing over that bag. I feel like every year it's a new bag from Coach that people are like, okay, I've been sleeping on Coach. Coach really has some nice bags. I'm telling you, if you have not already, definitely, if you're on the market for a new bag, try out a Coach bag. The quality is always there, but we're on Amazon. Sorry, I got carried away. So back to this bag. It is a nice chocolate color. Now, I did go ahead and mention that the actual Coach bag has it in a few different sizes. If you're someone and you enjoy a larger bag, Amazon does have a larger version of this. I will also link it down below. But for me, I feel like lately I had been buying a lot of larger bags, so I wanted to go ahead and get a few smaller ones, hence the bag before this, and then now this one. But this bag is in a nice chocolate color. Like I said, the shape is what really makes it, in my opinion, similar to the Brooklyn bag. This I don't know how to describe that shape, but you all see it. The structure and even the color, I love the chocolate brown, and I love that it has the gold hardware. Now this is such a sleek bag. I feel like this even looks luxury. It's one of those, it's not busy. Obviously this is a inspired version, so even the actual Coach bag is not like full of monogram. It's just sleek, and I feel like bags like this really last the test of time because you don't have to worry about, you know, it being like too flashy and not on trend. These are bags that will just kind of like always work. So here's the first designer inspired bag. Again, in my opinion, this is inspired by the Coach Brooklyn bag. So let me know your thoughts. How do you feel about the actual Coach Brooklyn bag? What do you think about this Amazon version? In my opinion, this is definitely a good like inspired find. If you're someone you didn't get to get your hands on the Brooklyn bag and you're kind of not really wanting to splurge on it anymore, definitely consider checking this one out. Okay, so here's the next bag. Now this reminds me of the Coach, I believe it's the Swing Zip bag. This one is kind of like a dead giveaway that this one is kind of inspired by that bag. First of all, the shape. I feel like the shape is spot on. This is what it looks like when you hold the strap. I do not have a bag like this. I thought it was different. And with it being fall, I thought the like burgundy wine color would be perfect. And I'm not mad at the color at all. I am gonna have to do like some shaping because Amazon, they just be throwing it in the boxes. They throw it in the boxes and they say, you will get it how you get it. So it's kind of a little, you know, it's not the best when it comes to shape wise, but that's nothing. I just kind of have to like fill it up and let it sit. But this is what the bag looks like. It has gold hardware. If you want, you can remove the straps. If you want to make the straps shorter, you can. It's definitely adjustable with these right here. So yeah, I feel like this is a unique shape bag. This is another sleek in structure, another bag that you don't have to worry about it being on trend or it being like full of logos. It's simple. Quality, I feel like it's nice, definitely for the price. I believe this was about like $30. I'll of course have a link down below so you can check it out. But yeah, nonetheless, I feel like this is a nice bag and it definitely reminds me of the Coach, like I said, the Swing Zip bag. So overall, I'm definitely pleased by this bag and I think this is going to be perfect for fall, not just because of the color, but because of the structure and the shape of the bag. I feel like this is going to look nice with a lot of my fall outfits. So this is bag number 2. Okay, now finally we are on to this one now. If you are keeping up with Coach and all of the latest drops, you know that this one right now, everyone is trying to get their hand on it. Well, not actually this one because this one's from Amazon, but this is definitely inspired by the Coach Kiss Lock bag. They too have this bag in a few different sizes. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I am not completely sold on this one just because the shape, like, and this is exactly what what the Coach bag looks like. It looks very similar to this. The clasp is kind of what gives it away. It's a nice clutch. Now, when I say I don't know if I'm completely sold on it, not that it's not like a good inspired version, but more so because this isn't really my style. I feel like it's just kind of like plain. Now, I did see that Coach has this bag in a large size in this print right here, the crystal like signature print, and I think it looks so good. It's this bag right here, obviously their version. It's large and it's that crystal print all over. Like, it is so cute. That's probably the only one that I'm like, okay, I could see myself getting it, but not really because I don't think that for me it's worth like the $800. It's just not worth it, but I do think that that one is cute. As far as like the other ones, I believe they have it in like black, a wine color. I know there's a lot of people really loving the pink one, but for me, it's just like, okay, it's a nice bag, but it's not anything that I want to spend hundreds of dollars on. So if I wanted to be able to try out the trend, try out this cute little bag, I would personally go to Amazon. I feel like when you find great like designer inspired bags, it's a great way to see, purchase it. Will I really like the bag? Do I want to splurge? Get it kind of like in your hands, see how it looks, see how you're able to style it. And if you love it enough, definitely go ahead and get the designer version. So that's what I have to say about this one. Anyone out there really wanting the Kiss Lock bag from Coach, I would definitely recommend maybe trying out the Amazon one first to see how you feel about it in person, or of course just go into the Coach store. But yeah, this one is from Amazon. I will say it's nice. It definitely looks like the pictures on Amazon's website. It's just not personally my style. So let me know, are you a fan of like the Kiss Lock inspired bags? Let me know which from Coach, which print or which color is your actual favorite. Like I said, I like the one with the crystal like signature canvas, but I know there's other people who really like the solid one, so let me know down below. All right, y'all, so that wraps up today's video. That was the final bag. Let me know your thoughts on all the bags that I was able to share today. Let me know if there's any that you have your eye on. What is your favorite bag from Coach? Definitely let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and you made it all the way to this part, go ahead and subscribe so you can see more content from me. And if you are a returning subscriber checking out another video, thank you so much for clicking on another one. I will see you in my next one. Bye.